What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Make sure to visit podcastformarketers.com. Smash that like button if you like the video and fucking subscribe to this channel because I'm coming out with videos every day. Now let's get down to business. All right, guys, so today I'm talking about how to get started just in internet marketing. I'm always fucking talking about, right? How do you get started in internet marketing? Okay. And the reason why I'm doing this is not even for like fluffy, like searchable shit. I'm doing this because yesterday there's a guy that says he just got a car dealership social media marketing contract and he had no idea what to do, right? How do I track offline conversions? Like if I get clients for the person or people that purchase cars or whatever, how do I track the conversions, right? And there's so many different ways to do that. And that just comes from not having a basic understanding of, just the tools. All right. So there's a few things that I wanted to start off with how to get started with internet marketing. The first thing you can do is Google it. Okay. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to go get a degree, right? Yeah, it worked out real fine for you, Sonny. I'm not telling you that you have to go get a degree in marketing. But what I'm telling you is that you should Google it, okay? Here's another problem that I had yesterday. So after I told the guy how to use a chatbot agency course, not the chatbot agency course, about how to use a chatbot and how to use Facebook Messenger ads to actually pre-qualify, this guy was totally clueless about what that was, what it even was. It was like, well, how am I going to see their leads? And I'm like, well, dude, you go to ManyChat, and I tried to explain it to him. He totally was, well, what do I do then? I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. So what really kind of irritated me was that he had absolutely no clue whatsoever where to get started or anything. And this is the same problem that I've talked about before here on this YouTube channel. I actually, got a good answer. It was that Ty Lopez had gone out and told everybody that, go get a client within your first month. And they have absolutely no idea what internet marketing is, like what it entails, right? So I definitely wanted to start this, just start you off. If you have absolutely no clue of what internet marketing is or digital marketing, you need to Google it first, right? Let's just start there. All right. And start to understand at least what it is that you're doing. Okay. So I'm not going to give you some textbook definition, right? But I'm going to start to show you what internet marketing kind of looks like. Okay. So the first thing you need to understand is that you or a company that you work for, right? I'm not really doing this for the social media marketing agency crowd. I'm just kind of doing this for everybody that needs to kind of have a good understanding of what's going on and how it's possible for you to make money online, right? So you have a product, right, or service that you'd like everybody on the internet to know about, and you'd like to sell that product or service, right? So you have to let them know about it. There's two ways to do it, right? You can try to do it for free, right? Or you can pay. Those are your only two options, okay? So let's talk about free first. The free way to let people know about your products or services would be to write about your products or services somewhere so people can read about it for free, right? So that's a blog. Also, social media. You can't leave that out now. Everybody loves social media. So you can go on social media like Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram and these things like this. What everybody else is doing, I'm pretty sure you see it. And you can go post up your shit. And you can also bug the shit out of your family on, I'll just bring Facebook out right here, right? So you can bug the shit out of your family and friends on Facebook and tell everybody in the world about your product, right? What's going to happen is you're looking for what's called organic reach. All right. And so what you're hoping is that all of these things right here will net traffic. Traffic is what you need to let everybody know that you've got a great fucking idea, a great product or service. Okay. If you don't want to try with organic reach, that means you need to go the paid route, okay? To let everybody know about your product or services. All right? So, if that's true and you want to go the paid route, right, then that means you need to go to ad networks. Now, here's some things that you want to learn about if you're going to go to ad networks. And I'm only going to talk about the big ad networks right now. So the largest ad network on the planet is Google AdWords, okay? So go on YouTube and Google how to use, or search how to use Google AdWords. Get very familiar with Google AdWords. Another big one right now that's on the internet is Facebook ads. So go on YouTube and search how to use Facebook ads, okay? Another big one right now is also Instagram. You can, and that is a part of the Facebook ad network. All right. YouTube is another place. You're here right now. So YouTube. Now Google owns YouTube, right? So Google has several little places that you can learn about. And Google AdWords will be one. YouTube will be another one. But you also have the Google Display Network, right? Google can be a pain in the ass. Because their user interface is not newbie friendly, right? So I would highly suggest that you take a course on all of this, right? And this is where shit gets murky, right? Because people on the internet believe everything should be free, right? That's what people believe on the internet. I'm here to tell you that free sucks ass. And why does free suck ass? Because of this guy here that was fucking clueless about how to get leads for a car dealership. Now, you're probably saying to me, Sonny, you don't be so rough. At least he's trying to learn, blah, blah, blah. Listen, if all you're doing is trying to learn, then that's cool. Take your time. But at the moment that you go get a client, right, you're kind of fucking the business up for everybody else. And I don't mean to sound rude, but you are, right? Because there's guys like me, and there's guys that are in my squad, and there's people all over the world that actually know what they're doing, right? And all of these people that don't know what they're doing are approaching them and saying, hey, I do know what I'm doing. They're doing a shoddy job. And so the next time that someone like me will approach them and say, hey, I have a marketing agency. I'd like to do your marketing. They're going to be like, nah, fuck off, dude. Everybody on the internet thinks they're a marketer now. And it's just the truth, right? So what I want you to do is consider doing a course teaching you Google AdWords, Facebook ads, YouTube, the Google Display Network, right? There's a guy out there that's all he does, okay, is teaches. His name is Justin Brook. And that's all he does is teach how to use Google AdWords, Facebook ads, YouTube, Google Display Network, Twitter ads. He goes through the whole thing. That's all he does is teach how to go through these ad networks, right? And I think his whole package for his whole shit is like $498 and worth every bit of it, right? Save your money and go pay $498 for a course, right? You're going to need to be very familiar with how this shit works, right? Now, the next thing that I want you to do and understand is copywriting, right? Because once you understand how the networks work, you need to know what to say when you're on the network. And it's not super important, right? Copywriting isn't as important as what everybody thinks it is, right? But you do need to understand how to write good copy, okay? You need to be able to talk to the audience and say, and be persuasive into getting them to purchase your product or service, right? And that comes, we're going to do this now, from research, right? Because once you understand your avatar, once you understand your customer, your prospect, once you understand what they like and what they hate about buying cars, then you'll understand what to say to them once you get on the ad networks. I felt really sorry for the clueless guy because he didn't even know how to get the ad up on the fucking network in the first place. So I know for sure that he didn't do his research and look into his customer avatar, right? I know he didn't do that. So Google how to do a customer avatar. You're going to have to learn that if you have a product or service that you need to understand what that person even thinks about. What keeps them awake at night? You need to understand that, okay? I've got a course on that called Think Like a Fish. If you're interested, just shoot me an email. And I'll even give you a fucking discount on the course, right? Because this is really important shit right here. And understanding how to use an empathy map, understanding how to, I call it the situation, right? Understanding what their situation is really important, right? And then writing copy will be real easy once you do this research. So you're going to need to know what to say to the audience, right? And then after you know what to say to the audience, right, then you need to understand who this audience is going to be, right? So you need to understand targeting. Matching your audience, right? It's called the product match, right? So matching your audience with your product isn't as hard as you may think it is, but you do have to do some work with it. So the point I'm getting to right now is you can start to see that you need to do a little bit of homework before you get started. I know you probably thought this is going to be like, how to make $100 like I've been posting. Those are just searchable items for the internet, right? I'm getting back to the fucking nitty gritty of understanding internet marketing, right? And what I don't get is why a lot of guys are not doing this basic shit, right? So I really want you to understand this is kind of the things that you need to be going through from the start. So after you learn, who your audience is, and you do your research, and you understand how to do copywriting, like how to talk to that audience, right? You need to, and all of this can't be taught, and you're not going to learn all of it on the internet. Again, I'm going to refer back to, you need a course. you need to get a paid course, right? Especially if you're trying to fast track this. If I had to guess how long it would take you, right? And I'm going to also say books on this as well. I apologize. Books will do it as well. But if I had to venture to guess how long it would take you to try to learn all of this on YouTube University or through podcasts and free blogs, I'm going to say a few years, right? To where you can get total information in the insides and outs of everything, right? Because even with my free YouTube videos, which are kick ass, right? There's going to be a time that you just going to have to purchase a course. Not mine, someone's. There's going to be at the time that you're going to have to purchase books, right? So what I'm doing is just kind of giving you a small roadmap. And this isn't even extensive. So the next thing, after you learn how to target and match, you do your research, right? You're going to have to learn how to build a funnel. So Google a sales funnel, or you can look on one of my videos, right, on how to build a sales funnel, right? And get the customer inside of your funnel, right? The next thing after that, you're going to have to learn how to do follow-up emails, and retargeting, which is called remarketing. Okay? Because customers need between 7 and 8 touches in order to want to start to do business with you, right? So you're going to need to touch them a few times. So this is trying to give you a good overview of what you need. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of on some dickhead shit right now. And I don't want to be a dickhead. But the reason why I kind of wrote this out like this is to kind of show you that it's just more than just talking to somebody and figuring out Facebook ads, right? It's more depth than that. You need to get in there and kind of figure out what it is. This isn't your favorite video right here. And this isn't even a video for like the average person just running around the internet. I'm actually doing this video for my own tribe because I know you guys will figure out, okay, Sonny, this is a good little path here. And a lot of you guys will go buy books and buy courses, right? So also you can shoot me an email, okay? And I'm going to send you a list of books that will definitely get you started on this path, right? I'm not saying that you have to purchase $1,000 course or $2,000 courses on the internet. There are some cheaper or inexpensive, I'm going to say, courses on the internet, and there's some books that you can use to start your journey on internet marketing, right? Now, let me just really quickly tell you the business model on what people are doing to market on the internet, okay? So now that you understand what kind of, actually skipped a couple of areas, right? But you kind of, see what it is, what people are doing on the internet, right? And this is what they were doing in the beginning, is on the free side of things, they write a blog up with valuable, right? With valuable content, right? Kind of like this, like how to get started on internet marketing, right? And they write out this list on the blog, right? And on that blog, they'll have, join my email list. And over here on the side, get my course for $7, to learn how to be an internet marketer, right? And this is what they do. And so what happens is people come over here to the blog, they get on the email list, or they buy this $7 product, and this is the basic business model, right? This is how people are doing it on the internet. Now, there's different versions of this, right? So you can take blog out of here, okay, and put in YouTube, okay? people post valuable content like I do every day, I have a link to my sales page. You can purchase products from me, purchase courses from me, and go on and so forth, right? So I can also send you to a webinar, okay? All right, so there's different ways to do this, right? I don't want to get too complicated. Basically, all you do is you get on the internet and you post a blog up, or you post up a YouTube video, or you get on Instagram and you post up value, okay? You hear that word a lot on the internet. It just means that it's something that is perceived valuable, right? Some information that people want to know. You post value, you help them out, right? And by doing that, you're kind of like saying, hey, I'm an authority. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing, right? And so you do that in different niches, right? It doesn't have to be in internet marketing, right? It just needs to be in the three evergreen niches, which is wealth, health, and love, okay? Relationships. Those are the three evergreen. They'll always be available. And you can niche this down, right? So this would be just, finance, right? So it could be cryptos. So you can niche down to this cryptocurrency, right? With health, you can niche down to women. And you can niche down to belly fat. Okay, so women losing belly fat, right? With love, you can niche this down to married people, right? And how to stay together. All right, so, for married people, right? So how not to get divorced, right? How to avoid divorce. You can be the divorce guy, right? How to get out of trouble, right? So you can niche these down. So find yourself a niche, right? Start writing about it every day and don't stop. And then do your research on how to start advertising and how to start copywriting, right? The copywriting doesn't come with adding your value. The copywriting comes when they click on that link for your $7 course or your $20 course, and you need to persuade them and tell them exactly what's involved. You need to create what I call a kick-ass, irresistible offer, right? And we'll talk about offers at another time. Actually, in my latest course that I have coming out, I talk about offers, right? I'm going to pitch my course really quickly, right? It's called Freedom Funnels. And I'm going to talk totally about how to create an irresistible kick-ass offer. But for now, for the clueless people, now you kind of understand what's involved with internet marketing. Coffee break.